Let me introduce you to Kyle Dunbar. You may be saying, why in the world do we have a tattoo artist on the morning show? Typically, we're a little more tame, all right? Well, Kyle is actually from Flint and Grand Blanc. You've been in the area for 18 years now doing tattooing, and he is on Ink Master. You saw the clip there. So we're talking about local talent once again. We had Lyric 145 on here yesterday, and today we've got Kyle here. Good morning, welcome, and congrats. Congrats on the success.
Thanks, man.
You said your Twitter account and your Facebook page have blown up since the first episode, which was last week.
Yeah. Every day it's more friends.
Yeah.
Which
From all
I'm
over
an old
the country.
timer, so like Facebook and Twitter are both new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's beyond
taking
me.
it all in.
Slowly,
taking
yeah.
it all in.
Yeah,
right?
I'm thinking about hiring a personal assistant
There
that
you
just
go.
does that stuff.
Cool. Well, let's talk about it. You are from here, so tell us a little bit about your background in the Flint area.
I grew up in Flint, Beecher area. You know, I was 10 years old. We moved out to Kearsley area. Took art classes my whole life. Never realized I wanted to be an artist really until I sat down with a Army recruiter.
Yeah.
And he asked me, you know, what job I wanted inside of the Army. And then he told me that they had every job imaginable, basically. And I was like, right on. It came to me immediately. I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a job like that, though, in the Army. So.
Yeah. So then how did you get into the tattooing part of everything? Were you always drawn to tattooing, or did it go from drawing to actual inking?
My first tattoo was at 13 inside of some friend's bedroom with some Indian ink.
Right.
And it wasn't a good experience or a good tattoo. And my second tattoo wasn't any better. It was out of a house. Being in Flint, we got a lot of house scratchers.
Right.
And you know, I got my tattoos the wrong way. I didn't see them as art until I finally got a tattoo out of an actual legitimate shop, and that just changed everything.
And that what you just saw there was actually one of the tattoos that you did. Now, was that the cover-up tattoo? That was the cover-up tattoo that we just saw there. And that one's kind of like the three-dimensional look, too, where you had it kind of under the skin.
Yeah, so. It needed that. There's a piece of flesh going across the skin in a spot where it wouldn't go across the skin, but it was needed for the cover-up.
All right, so let's talk about Ink Master. How did you get involved on going out to Ink Master? It's a pretty significant process. It takes a while, right?
Yeah, man. They keep you on standby for a long time. I was, you know, oh yeah, we're gonna bring you on. We think we might drop you at any second, and you can't let anybody know. So it was a long process. I first saw the first season and wanted to become a part of it because I seen a bunch of my friends on there. Second season, more of my friends on there. Steve Teft, I've been friends with for several years.
And he's the winner last season.
Yeah, and he won. You know, I met him at the, or I seen him again at the tryouts. I didn't think there was a chance he was getting on. You know, just his attitude and everything that day. He just didn't seem. He was mad. He was angry. He'd been up all night.
Yeah.
And so I was prepared that day. I came in, you know, ready for a job interview, and they didn't like that.
But then eventually.
Yeah. Then eventually they saw me as a human being. I dropped the pretenses and just went in and said, what up, you know.
Third time's the charm. So you're on there now. We had episode 1 that it aired, the season premiere aired last week. This week, it airs again tonight, the second episode. What can you tell us a little bit about this episode, plus the upcoming season? What can we expect from you?
Man, there's a lot of excitement this upcoming season. They threw twists and turn at us. I mean, they would always ask us what we expected was the next challenge, and we'd never be close to being right.
And you're talking about Chris Nunez and then Dave Navarro and Oliver Peck. That's it. So you have 3 pretty elite guys in the tattoo business.
Yeah, and they brought in several, lots of star tattoo artists too. Some of them you may know from TV shows, some of them you may not know, but just as well known in the tattoo industry themselves.
Cool.
And tonight we can expect a lot of Mystical Mike.
Mystical Mike. He's one of the other competitors on there.
Yeah.
Right? Are you a fan of him? Or you
know, Mystical is the very first time you meet him, you're like, man, I don't know, this kid's different, and you don't know if you like him. And then the more you get to know him, your heart goes out to him because he's so.
Yeah. All right. Well, good stuff. More on our website. We'll have it up later today.